But Daddy, I Love Him. Coming in at 5 minutes and 40 seconds, the longest track on the album, which you don't totally see a lot of in modern pop music. These longer tracks, typically even longer than 4 minutes. You're lucky if you see a song over 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And especially with the TikTokification of music, man, most songs are like 2 minutes long. So we got this 5 minute and 40 minute song. It's like the length of like 3 TikTok songs. I'm looking forward to checking this out. If you're new to the channel, my name is Jacob Restituto. I'm a musician from Northport, New York, and a songwriter as well. If you're not new, thank you so much for coming back. Let's see what we got. Taylor Swift, sixth track in the album. Daddy, I Love Him. 5 minutes 40 seconds. Let's see. 5 minutes. The reason I say it like that is it leaves a lot of space to do things, and I'm curious to see if it's going to be musically or if it's going to be lyrically. What do you do with that? All that space.
I forget how the West was won. I forget if this was ever fun. I just learned these people only raise you to cage you. Sarah's and Hannah's in the Sunday best, clutching their pearls, sighing what a mess. I just learned these people
Like the acoustic feel of this, man.
save you, 'cause they hate you. Too high a
It's a cool melody.
for a simple girl to rise above it.
Big layered vocals.
They slammed the door on my whole world. The one thing I wanted. Now I'm running with my dress unbuttoned, screaming, but Daddy, I love him. I'm having his baby. No, I'm not, but you should see your faces. I'm turning to Florida through the fences. No, I'm not coming to my senses. I know he's crazy, but he's the one I want. Dutiful.
One thing that I really like about Taylor's songwriting and the persona she's created as a songwriter is her ability to write stories. And I think that was really shown with her Folklore and her Evermore album, where like, look, she's not having anybody's baby. Like, she's like, oh, this stuff is probably not her story, and it's either somebody else's story, or it's just a completely fictitious story, or it's a metaphor for something that she's gone through, right? And like it's explaining something she's gone through, but not necessarily the exact situation. And I love that as a songwriter. I think it's so cool. And like, one of the things that's hard to do as a songwriter myself is once you like start going into this like I don't know, like vulnerable place of like sharing your story, that people assume that everything then you write after that is like now your story too. And it's like, I want to be able to, like, you don't ask a movie director, you know, if he does a documentary once, the next movie is like, oh my gosh, is that murder movie really about your life? You don't, because you know it's a story and it's meant for entertainment, it's meant for creativity. And I think that's lost in songwriting. And I don't know, like, if I wrote a song recently about, like, you know, a struggle between two people in a relationship, and somebody called me and was like, hey, are you and your wife okay? And I'm like, totally, why? And they're like, oh, I was like, oh, you mean from the snow? The song, I wrote it 5 years ago. It's about something like, it's like, I want to just be able to write music that is storytelling, and that's what I love. Taylor's so good at that, and people don't think like, oh my gosh, whose baby is she having? You know what I mean? Like, they're able to get the fact that it's just art, man. And I think it's so cool.
Daughter, all my plans were laid, tendrils tucked into a woven braid. Growing up precocious sometimes means not growing up at all. It was chaos.
Again, Taylor using words I don't know. Precocious, never even heard of that word, so I'm gonna have to look that up after the fact.
Revelry, bedroom eyes like a remedy. Soon enough, the elders had convened down at the city hall. Stay away from
Kind of like this Midwestern 1800s vibe of the storyline.
protested too much.
A lot of background sounds in here.
Words we never heard, just screeching tires of true love. And I'm running with my dress unbuttoned, screaming, but Daddy, I love him. I'm having his
So
baby.
descriptive.
No, I'm not, but you should see your faces. I'm telling it to Florida through the fences. No, I'm not
spitting so many words is so cool.
Right now, I'd rather burn my whole life down than listen to one more second of all this bitching and moaning. I'll tell you something about my good name. It's mine alone to disgrace.
Wow.
I don't cater to all these vipers dressed in empaths clothing. God save the most.
Jeez, man, like that's such a heavy line. I don't cater to all these vipers dressed in empaths clothing. Like, she's a really, really smart woman. Like these lines, like pulling out like an empath, like, you know, just does the average person. I just learned 6 months ago what an empath was. Like it. Just, she's a really smart woman. It's crazy.
Tell you something about my good name. It's mine alone to disgrace.
Very far harmony in the right ear.
All these vipers dressed in empaths clothing. God save the most judgmental. God save the most judgmental creeps who say they want what's best for me. Sanctimoniously performing soliloquies.
What? Like, who writes lyrics? It's crazy. Like, in a good way, man. Sanctimoniously performing how do you pronounce that word?
Sanctimoniously performing soliloquies I'll never see. Thinking it can change the
Let me talk about the music, because there's a lot of things going on. There's like these vocal oohs and ahs. There's like, you know, acoustic guitars, electric guitars, drums. There's a lot of things going on. There's a little bit of synth work in here. There's a lot of things going on here. It also doesn't feel like we're already 3 minutes into the song. This is a great track, man. Really phenomenal storytelling, man. I could picture, it's like, I just know that scene. Like, I could see it. It's so well written that I'm like literally watching a movie in my head.
He touches me and
So well written. Hear that pulsing synth? 1 and 2 and 3. Da, 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 da. Some strings coming in. Synths now in the left ear.
There's a lot of people in town that I bestow upon my fakest smiles. Scandal does funny things to pride, but brings lovers closer. We came back.
I like the banjos
down.
coming.
Went to my parents and they came around. All the wine moms are still holding out, but fuck 'em, it's over. Now I'm dancing in my dress in the sun, and even my daddy just loves him. Mom is lady, and oh my God, you should see her face. It's time, doesn't it give some perspective? And I can't come to the wedding. I know he's crazy, but he's the
Big
one.
This is cool. This is a cool way to bring the chorus around without it being like it's a new chorus. This is like her. I would say this is her 2024 version of Love Story. This is Love Story. It's literally the exact same thing. Like, I love this person. Parents say no, you can't be with them, but I'm gonna be with them anyway. It's literally Love Story in a different way, which is cool. I mean, it's literally Romeo and Juliet. Like, you can't, like, that's it, you know. But it's the modern version, and she does it in Love Story too. It's like, I can't be with you. I can't be with you. I can't be with you. Oh, we're gonna run away. I'm gonna be with you. So get. I talked to your dad. You know, like, go put on your white dress. Romeo and Juliet. You know.
I'll tell you something right now. You ain't
This is cool though. I like this.
for me. Be my wiper and on his white joy.
So many big words in this track.
All is great for me. It's just white noise. It's my joy.
This is crazy.
Screaming, but daddy, I love him. I'm having his baby. No, I'm not.
Classic Taylor reverse snare right there.
See your face. But oh my God, you should see your face.
This was a great track, man. I really like this. For 5 minutes and 40 seconds, it went by like that, man. I really like this track. This was production, storytelling, everything about this might be all around, hands down, my favorite so far in the album. Down Bad production was really, really great. But this all around was I enjoyed this a lot. This was a cool track. This was a really, really cool track.